finished the NFL season. I'm at week 1 of the NFL season. Today we got Chiefs, Chargers, and some other games that I hope y'all are excited. We got Chiefs at Chargers first. Will Mack did sign back with the Chargers, so it's about to be a crazy game. I don't know. Chiefs, Chargers, let's go. I'm gonna just play.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelce in motion. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Will be brought down inside the 25. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They put Kelce in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelce. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Pacheco. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent. Accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Pistol here for Herbert. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
They bring their tight end right. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown Chargers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. There's his tight end, Disley.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dobbins. Whoa. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Herbert to throw. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run with Dobbins. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
A run on 1st and goal. A short game. Down to the 7. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
I'm not playing game chat. I'm simming it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion.
Bro, Minecraft thought I was going to the Minecraft thought I was trying to go to the Nether.
They send a receiver in motion.
Over here just trying to look for a ruined portal. I'm not trying to look for a village. Oh, why would you throw that with 4 seconds? Just throw it up. There's 4 seconds, bro. Casey, just throw it up at this point. The rest of it.
Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
Yeah, knew it. It's a toss-up with 4 seconds. So Hail Mary with 4 seconds. Mahomes, I swear if you run it out fast. Yeah, it's a Hail Mary. Oh, Hail Mary down the field. What the?
He's going to be taken down.
Yo, what in God's name just happened?
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But
wait,
now, welcome one and all to our
I forgot this was playing in my background.
We were treated to a fine
Yo, I still have the Chiefs playing in my background. Hold on.
He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Lad McConkey to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Well, I'm gonna turn down the phone mic background.
first carry for Gus Edwards. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Johnston motioning over. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Bro, guys, it's just me or do Pizza Hut just be keeping people for a long time? No, because look, my dad's supposed to be home from Pizza Hut around 11:10. This man didn't just get home last night until like 11:30.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went. Of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd
Yo, I cannot
down?
listen to no video.
Is
that the Huz on the phone? Is wild.
It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field.
Yo, no joke. Somebody just literally said, "Is it the Huz on the phone?"
That's the way you want
Nah, bro, it's the ops on the phone, bro.
A gain of 7.
So I was sitting on stream, right? Because I'm still streaming, right? And this man just asked, "Is it the Huz on the phone?" I didn't realize because my controller.
And 3.
Yo.
Now a play fake. Herbert.
Yo, y'all actually gotta chill out, bro. Stream actually gotta chill out, bro.
He'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On first down, Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst.
Oh, that's a tutty. That's a tutty. Don't they stop it.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL.
Okay, bro. I think you have a girlfriend, buddy. Don't make me snitch on you, bro.
And the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Don't ask me for a phone number, bro. I'm not putting any phone numbers in the chat right now. I'm busy right now.
Touchdown, LA.
Don't ask me for their phone number, bro. I can't give it to you, blood.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Like after you were talking, after you were telling me, give me the number or the Insta.
I'm gonna run into it. And just hope I
bro, this man's over here asking for your mother's phone numbers,
and they get 6.
I don't know, somebody on stream.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will get out in front 17-7.
Bet. Whoa! If you're going to get the cartel, do me a favor. Send like 9 of them. Hey, game is wild. How old are you, bro? How old are you, bro? That's my question, Chad. How old are you, bro? Ain't no way, bro, saying game in 2025. How old are you, bro?
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7. First and 10.
Yo. Wait, actually, how old is this guy? That's my question. Because this guy just literally just said game to game.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
I'm 16 is wild. Okay.
29.
Bro said game is game at 16. Discord server invite is invalid. Womp womp. Anyway, what do you mean? Like, do you not know something, bro? We can literally get the cartel to sell. I can literally sell you to the cartel for $3.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And the struggles continue. He's trapped behind the line again.
How often do we see
bro, you just send the question mark.
Trying to track down the
oh.
That they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to come back, but not this guy. Great job staying in phase.
But what, you know what? Did I do it, Chad?
And he brings him down for a loss.
Wait, hold up.
They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He's to the 15. And he's going to take this one all the way.
You know what?
Yards.
I'll give you the actual phone number.
Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Chiefs 14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
Nah, don't worry. They're under the...
Incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll push forward for about a yard. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Third and 9. Throwing, Herbert. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man downfield, it's Rice. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He connects with Gray on that one. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return is McConkey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's down inside the 40-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
First and 10 now from the 36. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Herbert now on 1st down. He connects with Palmer on that one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Herbert to the air again. To the left side. Catch made by McConkey. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's 2nd down. Dobbins. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. Here's first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. First and 10 for Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come up now for second down. They put Kelsey in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete, but what a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. From the 35, it's first and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. Give him 27. And it's first and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Herbert now on first down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Herbert throwing on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He's going to look downfield for Clark. That's hot! And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play!
What a defensive breakdown, Mike. It's the last play of the game. You have to keep everything in front of you and then just rally tackle. But instead, they let him get behind the defense. He does the rest after the catch, and this is going to take a while for them to get over this one. That is just a brutal loss.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.
Chat, that was a crazy game. That's it for me.